Well, it's time for the weekly market recap and commentary from the Indianapolis office of StoneX. Talking with Rami Fakori. Rami, it seemed like a week of fits and starts for both corn and soybeans. Give our farmers a quick summary of how the week unfolded.
Well, there's really not much going on when you look at the overall picture here. But throughout the week, corn started off a little weaker towards the beginning of the week and then managed to pick up some steam on Wednesday, ultimately closing the week for the March contract up about 2.25 cents. We have beef going into delivery now, so that's working its last 14 days as it goes off the board. Beans had quite the week, actually moved lower overall, down about a nickel here.
It started the week pretty firm, though, right?
It did. It started the week a little firmer after testing some lows we had there. We actually made our way down to the 200-day moving average and saw a pretty clear bounce off. And then I think what we're seeing this week was purely technical. Overall, I think we're still waiting on seeing what the USDA has to say next week. I'm also keeping an eye on South American weather.
Do you expect a whole lot of changes in this WASDE coming out next Friday?
I would not say a whole lot of changes. I think we're certainly expecting a little bit of a yield increase. Historically, whenever they increase values in November, they tend to also increase values in DEES. So looking for a little bit of a change there, but overall should be relatively neutral to a little bearish.
Yeah, boy, the other thing about this past week, Rami, has been this South American weather. It just seems like it's been driving the market. And, depending on, what the latest rumor is, it can bounce up, bounce down, just pushing it all over the map.
Yeah, that's what happens this time of year whenever we're really done with our harvest and there's nothing to trade anymore. And now we're just watching what's going on in South America. Seems like they got some rains here earlier in the week. Nothing too exciting, but it's a weather market. Corn at the processor and the elevator, a lot of those guys are starting to roll bids to the March if they haven't already. So some might be holding off a little bit. So that's something maybe the farmer should be careful about, making sure that their bids are off the March and not the DEES, because that will make a difference. We're seeing a little bit of an improvement when those guys are rolling over to the March. But overall, it's relatively static.
Thanks for your insights, Rami. The weekly market recap and commentary brought to you by the Indianapolis office of StoneX, delivering a comprehensive line of products and services to Midwest grain farmers. And that includes hands-on marketing and management guidance to grow your operation. So if you want the straight scoop from the guys for today and tomorrow, we just touched on a few things today, but I tell you what, if you want all the weekly commentary right now, we'll call it a Christmas special today, okay? You get a free 90-day trial of the StoneX weekly market recap, and all you have to do is drop an email to indieoffice@stonex.com.
Podcasts by Federated Media.